Everyone, welcome to another episode of Independent Artists Unite song series. I'm super psyched to have this act here tonight. Meldamor, Mel, and Dave, welcome
Thank you.
to discuss your song Amber Flames. And I'm like an Insta fan. This
Oh,
the panning up camera from your boot, Mel, all the way up, and then I mean, I live for this kind of thing. It's
I like
like just a little camp, a little, seriousness and all style. And I mean, that fat sequencing bass going on. And then your vocal, I was just like, take my money. I just totally love it.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
and I get so excited to discover new acts. But tell me the whole story of you guys. I'm very interested. Like, how did this all come about, and how long have you been making music together? And I'm interested in the backstory.
yeah. Well, Dave and I met, and he produces amazing music.
Hmm.
And like one day we're like, let's make a song. And we just like
You started.
started. Yeah,
It was natural and magical, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So right out of the gates, you're just like, yeah.
yeah. I feel like a lot of the stuff is like the inspiration that he takes from like making his music and his beats. Like
Hmm.
he's amazing at that, and it just like then if I hear it on repeat, then I'll like automatically be like, oh, that would be cool with whatever these were, like
Hmm.
words
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, but you guys are just like a great combination. I mean, I was just like when just that little clip, I was like, this couldn't get any better. And then I see Dave sitting there at the keyboard. I was like, it just got better. I mean, the style, the sound, everything. It just like the whole package. I was just like so thrilled. And you know what? It made me realize actually that I mean, I'm like I do this show, just because I'm trying to support independent artists any way I can. But
Yeah.
it's like I realize I really love independent artists. I prefer them over I prefer smaller independent artists over some bigger act, because like you couldn't, if you were like an artist of like some huge artist and you did just that little clip that I saw, of you guys, then it'll be like, what are they trying to do? Blah, blah, blah. But it's like when you guys do it, it's just like, yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks.
It's
Thank
just
you.
like, this like, it's just like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's just like this
Yeah,
realness and just like the realness of just like putting it out there, and and with the image and the sound and everything. Whereas if it was like some like heavily funded machine or something, you'd be like,
yeah,
what are they trying to do now, come on.
Yeah.
yep.
So I was like, yeah, I was just like thrilled to hear you guys. And so how long have you been have you been making music together?
Probably I'm gonna like 5 years.
5 years?
Four,
Oh,
five
cool.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just like we'll be like sitting and say, hey, let's make a track, or let's make music. Like that's kind of how it is. That's how it has been for the
Yeah.
past.
It's never like it has to be done soon. It's like when we feel inspired, we create. It's not like a time.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like this album came out just being inspired and like Flames. So
yeah,
I feel like we have to feel inspired and we create, and this baby came out.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it really seems like really organic too, you know what I mean? Like you're I mean, sometimes like if you, I don't even know what category you put you guys in, but let's say if it's like dark wave or something like that, and you can and like certain they're like, you could feel certain acts like aiming for a certain thing, you know what I mean? But with you guys, you just really feel so organic, like you just thrown together, and this is what comes out, you know, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's its own thing, you know. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
so talk a bit about Amber Flames. Like how did that one start? Does it start usually like with Dave? You said with Dave with some sequencers or whatever.
Yeah, it'll usually start with Dave producing a beat, a sound, like, and then the song continues to grow, and I'll just like hear it from, like, let's say the background, he's working on music, and I'll hear it from the background and be like, well, this has been on my mind lately, and like we literally finish it as we're going for
Yeah.
this
Wow.
album.
Yeah.
Before, he's made like the beats, and then it's like, okay, I have time to think about it. But this one was so special because we made it as we went, and so it had a lot of like emotions on both sides.
Yeah. And did you guys know each other for a while before you were making music, or?
I was a fan of Dave's music.
Oh,
So
awesome.
like I was, he is an amazing producer. So I was always like a fan of what he did.
Mhm.
And then we just became
Okay,
official.
you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we make it official?
Got married, have our dogs.
Oh, you guys got married? Oh, that's so.
Let's
You know,
create.
I was trying to think of a tactful way to ask you guys if you were also a couple, because I also really,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I really,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
feel
we're
that, you know.
married.
Yeah, cool, yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel that too. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, it's it's almost like, are you guys shooting your own videos and stuff too?
We have a really good friend of ours,
Yeah.
George, Santa Cruz, and he shoots for the most part of a big part of our videos. This last one, we just were like, let's do a cool video.
Yeah, we got like a widescreen.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it ourselves. See,
We're
wow,
like-
Oh, you're doing
just
yourself? Okay, yeah.
Fire.
I was
fire
gonna
on
wonder,
the
yeah,
flame.
because the images too are like also kind of so loving of each other, you know, like you could tell whoever's shooting this loves the other person, you know, because
Yeah.
or like really appreciates what's cool about this person, you know.
Yeah. I
That
agree.
really came through there, yeah.
It's
I-
like the lower eye, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the lover's eye, exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's so
feel
cool.
like it's more, it's also super, like, makes you more comfortable also when you're
Yeah.
getting record, like this is like a vulnerable moment, you know, and then like you're with your loved one, so you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
exactly. Yeah, and you can really get special things that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so talk a bit about, so let's say you're like kind of you hear Dave working on stuff, the song starts taking form in your head, like some vocal ideas. Where did this come from, the lyrics? Like talk about the lyrics to Amber Flames, like what it's about.
Yeah. So like Amber Flames is about like empowerment, like when you're like depressed or like going through like emotional trials, like you don't feel that, and like I feel like Amber Flames means like, fuck that, can I say that word? Like,
Oh yeah,
forget
please.
that. Let me shine the light that I am. Like we're all light, you know, and we're all like able to show our creative artistic side, and I feel like that's what Amber Flames is about, just being empowered with who you are, whatever, any creed, like this is like, you're an amazing person.
Yeah, and like kind of like using whatever you're going through to be like, hey, this is where I am, and this is what I'm creating through right now, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Like whatever you're going through, like just know that you're amazing and a flame. Like you're gonna set fire to whatever you can put your heart to.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
And I mean, I was kind of stalking you guys on your Instagram. It looks like you guys are playing some live shows and stuff too, right? Just the two of you, you're like good to go, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we are. We're doing August 16th. We're gonna do that in Oakland, and then August 17th, we're gonna be doing that in Los Angeles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
excited. Yeah. And we're planning a tour in November. So we're just tying the ends to that. I feel like this is the first time we're actually like just going for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like we've made music in the past and we've kind of just like we're just chill about it, but this time we're actually like let's
Yeah.
tour.
We always like
Yeah.
create for the pleasure of being created, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
for the
mhm.
satisfaction of for what the other people is gonna say or anything. We still
Mm.
do as well. We do like we create because it makes us happy and we can uh not offer but like express ourselves into this. So like, I feel like this album, like we expressing what we're going through and we besides our love, like all other emotions, and now we're like, oh well, you know what, let's bring an album, you know, let's do a CD, let's do vinyl, let's go on a tour. Like we never been on a tour. We play shows here and there, but we don't really care as much of that. But now we're like, oh let's do it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, what a great opportunity when you know, you got the you're living together, you're loving together, you're creating together, you know, it's just like an extension of that, right? Just like, man, well, might as well take it on the road, why not?
Totally. Yeah.
I feel like we have the whole package in our love from being best friends, husband and wife, band members, like the whole circle is in one, so that makes it more special, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
unique, at least for me, for us, you know.
yeah. The only thing is who's gonna babysit the dogs when you guys are
Yeah, we got that taken care
you
of.
got it.
Our little babies, yeah.
They're the tour managers.
They are. We actually did take our dogs one time to a show, and it was kind of hard. Yeah, but
We'll make it happen.
yeah. Some people have babies, we have dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, so how many is this the first album you've done, or is this or do you have other?
I think we have already two albums, and then we
Okay.
did like a couple songs on like Bandcamp.
Okay.
And they're all, well, the two that we did, Never Go Back and As the Enemy Dies, and this album were mixed and mastered by our friend Adam Stilson. And this album actually he recorded our actual vocals. So it's gonna sound a little bit more different than what we have had in the past done.
That's
Yeah.
quality.
And he's amazing. So like,
And then we did Esperanza y Dolor too.
oh
That
yeah.
was our first album.
Oh,
That was
shoot.
like we did the whole thing. Just,
Okay.
just they created in Spanish too. So
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you said it was in Spanish also?
yeah, and in Spanish,
Oh, nice.
Esperanza y Dolor is our first album. So
Okay.
we didn't do mix and master or nothing. It's just a straight raw, you know. We were like more into that style, like more do it yourself, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it seems like you guys are really like I was just listening to some past stuff and into this one. It seems like you really hit your groove with this latest one. Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm excited to see where you guys go from here, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Our album is gonna come out in August 8th.
August 8th?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
8,
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
8.
8. Nice.
Yeah.
We love numbers. That's our thing.
Yeah.
Like, we like to do things on certain numbers.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit of a you know, I call myself an amateur metaphysician, so I'm very into metaphysics, numerology, anything, you know. I soak it up, so I'm a big believer in all that stuff.
It's important, you know.
Yeah. What is so the rest of the album, is it all kind of like, what are some of the other themes and stuff that you're exploring in the album?
We have like being a warrior is a theme. We have like some emotional like songs, you know, just because we all get, you know, sad, happy,
Yeah.
angry, and I feel like we explore that a lot. Like most of lyrics come from like past experiences or just grief, sadness,
Mm.
happiness in general. I feel like there's not that many happy songs in this one. Oh yeah, the last
The
one.
last one, yeah.
Yeah, we have one like silly song that we did. That one's called The Golden Rule.
Mm.
And we named that because that's the place that I got my first tattoo. So I was like, let's do a song. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's our
well,
freedom to like be creative. We don't tell each other what to do. We just
Yeah.
like we combine ourselves and we make it special. You know, we make it unique. Like I have the freedom to do the music whatever I want to,
mm.
and she has the freedom to do the lyrics whatever she wants to. And just be in the end, we end up with a happy product. Right?
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's great. You can only last so long if one person is telling the other person what to do all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I have some experience
And,
with that.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, it's like too, it's yeah, just listening to some of your songs, I was interested to see what you thought the album, some other themes were, because they really get this like empowerment vibe and just like being yourself and you know, like kind of reveling in the beauty of just like exactly who you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of an empowerment thing, which I think is really really cool, you know. We could
Yeah.
all use more of those messages.
yeah.
Yeah. And the album is called My Ode to You. So it's like we're dedicating this album to each other.
Oh,
Our other
yeah.
albums were not like that. We kind of, it was like what we were going through. And now we're
Mm.
like, this is for us,
It's,
you know?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it seems it's kind of like of course that seems very natural, but it's like you can't always just do something like that right out of the starting gate, right? You like have to become comfortable with what you're doing and confident and
Yeah.
feel and feel powerful in what you're doing to actually in a way get so personal like that, right?
True. True.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I just love what you guys do, and I'm really hoping the best for you guys. I really
Thank
I
you
Thank
so
you,
really
man.
much.
are you when you're going out on tour, is it are you like hooking up with other acts and opening up and stuff like that, or are you just like hooking up your own gigs?
So we're doing our
own
own tour.
Mhm.
We are going to be playing for with some friends of ours. And a couple of the dates are our friends at Dill Docs. They're amazing. Um, but yeah, we're basically just this is our first tour ever.
Hey, you want to join?
I've never been on a tour before, so it's like
Oh wow.
we'll see how it goes. A lot of driving, talking, I'm sure.
Listening
Yeah,
to a
well,
lot.
Yeah.
we'll see if the we'll see if the marriage can survive driving around like that, it can survive anything. My
I bet. Wow.
my aunt was like I had an Aunt Jane that was like, I think she was married like 4 times or something like that, but she always said a long car drive is the ultimate test for a relationship. You know?
True.
Like if you can drive like 8 hours and you guys are still friends, we're like, okay, we can do anything.
True. True. We've done car drives, but not like state after state. Like we're excited
Yeah, well,
to try it.
I'm sure you guys will do great. Yeah. Um, well, thank you so much. It's been so nice. Yeah, thanks for doing this, and it's been so nice to meet you guys. And
Thank you.
yeah, I'll be just like supporting you any which way I can. Just totally love your guys' vibe and everything you're doing. And yeah, wish you the best of luck, and we'll keep in touch over the interwebs here.
We
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Thank you so
Brother.
much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome.